So hello guys, today I've decided that I want to show you where I stay. So this is my landlord's house, that is her, and then she has some rentals within the compound. That white house is a 2-bedroom house, and then the rest of the houses are single rooms, and there are 3. That one's the first one, this is the second one, and this is the third one. Yeah. So one of these single houses is my house, and that is the one at the corner, the one whose door is open. And let me just take you in. For those who are not new in this channel, those who usually join my live, you've seen me go live a lot at this door. Yeah. So when you go inside this house, this is how the house looks. Yeah, this is how the house looks. The first thing at the corner is some dustbin, a dustpan, and a broom that I usually use to sweep the house, just to keep it clean. And then next to that is this place where I place my soap, basically powder soap, some bar soap, and the soap I use to shower, the one in the soap dish. And then next to that is this fridge, this tiny fridge. I think it is enough for me. I'm only one in this house. And on top of it is a microwave. And on top of that is a blender and my bread toaster. Yeah. The reason why I've placed them here is because this house has its socket and switch placed at this point. Yeah. So that is why I have them placed there. And then at the bottom I have my kettle, which I use to heat my water for bathing. When you go towards the corner, there's this stand that I have is multifunctional. At the topmost, I've placed some body care products. Yeah. In the middle shelf, as you can see, there's some body care products there. In the middle shelf, I have some pens. At the bottom, I have books. And next to it is my shoe rack, where I keep my shoes. Yeah. That is where I keep my shoes. And then when you move from there, you come to this area or this place where I have this bag that I usually keep exams. And I did this video during an exam period. So these are exams that I'm supposed to mark. The ones at the top are cuts. And the ones in the papers are main exams or end of semester exams. As you can see, there are 2 red pens there showing that it is time for marking. Yeah. Then next to that, that is a bag that I have my laptop in and my diary or my notebook that I note almost everything that is important. And then this is my like home bank where I keep any extra coins that I have at the end of the day. Yeah. And then next to it is my bed. My bed is very tiny. It is only a 3x6 bed. I guess it is enough for me since I'm only one. I sleep alone there. At the bottom is where I keep my like the laundry basket. This is what I use to wash together with the one basin that is outside. And there's some bag at the bottom as well where I keep my extra clothes. The clothes that I don't use basically are what are in the bags. And then at the bottom or at the far end after the bed is this place where I keep my clothes. I have the suitcase on top of that table. That is where I keep my clothes, my clean clothes. And then at the bottom is a laundry basket where I keep dirty clothes. Yeah. So moving forward from there, you come to the kitchen area. And at the bottom, I have this gas cylinder, the one in the orange in color. That is the gas cylinder that I use to cook. Then I have a jiko, and of course I had some potatoes. My nephew and my niece and my sister were around, and they like fries, so I had some potatoes. And then I have this big bucket where I keep my extra shopping. That is things like an opened packet of flour, an opened packet of rice, basically anything that I have not opened or I have not started using yet. And then I also have my cooking pot there, sufurias, and a basin which I use to, wash my hands, or if I have a visitor, that is where they wash their hands. Yeah. So that is the kitchen area, the place where I cook. And when you live in a single room, there is no piped water, there is no toilet inside. It is basically as one room. At the top here, I keep some cutlery, and here I have some containers. This is omena, this is rice, this is unga for ugali. I have some skimmed milk. I use it on my vegetables. Yeah. And then I don't like this place because there was some white paint that spilled over there. I found it there. It became so hard to remove them. And then I also didn't like the way the floor and this place looked. Yeah. But anyway, this is where I keep my other things like, powdered milk, some cooking oil, some, sugar, sachets of coffee, and this blue jug here I was given by my grandmother. I use it to keep my drinking water. I usually boil my water, so once I have boiled the water, once it has cooled, I put it in that jug. Now this is where I keep my containers that I use in my fridge. You see, the containers are small because I'm only alone, so if I pick one container, it usually has enough food for me. I can just pick one container, transfer it into a plate and warm it in my microwave. Yeah. And when the containers are here in large numbers like this, it means there is almost no food in the fridge, or whatever is left there is very little. At the top here is where I keep my plates. I only have 2 glasses of water. 2 glasses that I use to drink water have some 3 cups for tea. And then here, like I told you earlier, I put some tomatoes and, grocery that I used to cook there. And then that kettle, I use it to keep my spoons. And there's a bread there, of course. So that is my kitchen area. So this is how my kitchen area looks like. I don't know what this hole... Oh, okay, I know the purpose of that hole, but I just don't know why they left it open. And then this is my token meter. This is where I used to feed in my electricity, For those who use tokens, you understand what this is. That is where you feed in your electricity before you use it. And then from there, this bucket is for clean water that I use to cook. Yeah, I use it to keep clean water that I used to cook. And then these jerry cans carry me extra water that I use in the house. So basically that is how my house looks like. One thing I don't like about this house is the floor. Yeah, I don't like the floor, how the floor of this house looks like. It was just not neatly done, and it is also not uniform. Yeah, at the middle I have this plastic table, the one you see there, this one. And then I also have a plastic chair that I sit on, this one. Most of the time when I'm doing my schoolwork, either when I'm studying for my own school or when I'm doing schoolwork for the school I work for. Yeah. And why did I make this video? I made this video because this is the day I was moving out of this house. But I felt like, let me document it so that I can one day remember. Yeah. And one thing I know, I will never forget the circumstances under which I left this house. I will never forget the person who made it possible for me to leave this house. And I know you might be wondering, why would a lecturer be living in a single room like this? Story for another day. That is story for another day. But one thing I know, I will never forget the person who made it possible for me to move out of this house. So if you're still watching this video up to this point, thank you so much for watching. Kindly give it a thumbs up, leave me a sweet comment in the comment section below, and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next one. Bye bye.